Okay, guys, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the personal narrative essay and the rubric that I will grade from. So, last week you gave me a paragraph about why you chose Temple College, and you gave me one topic and you developed some details around it, and then you concluded it with a sentence, right? You had a conclusionary sentence. And then this week you're going to give me two more paragraphs that start off again with that topic sentence, that one topic, and you're going to develop some details. You're going to give me some examples of why you think you're making that claim, why you're telling me that topic, and then you're going to end it with a conclusion sentence. And we talked this week a little bit too about how we're going to introduce our essay and how we're going to conclude our essay. So after you have all that done, and we've done a peer review, which we're going to talk about, we've revised and edited our essays, we're going to submit them. And when you submit them, obviously you're going to want a good grade. Right. Every one of us want to have a good grade. So let me remind you, your first draft of your essay is not going to be your best. So if you've just written this essay one time and then submitted it to a Dropbox, that's not going to be your best grade. So make sure that you revise, edit, read, use the resources I'm going to tell you about. But these are the ways that I'm going to grade you. This is a rubric, and a rubric is just basically telling you, hey, this is how I'm going to decide how many points you get when I grade. So the first part's going to be your structure. And that's really the big thing that we're working on all class. All through the class, we're working on a 5-paragraph structure, right? So your intro, 3 detailed paragraphs, and a conclusion paragraph. In that intro, I'm going to want to see a thesis statement. The thesis statement has how many points in it. So you're going to stake your claim, and you're going to have how many points. If you said 3, you're right, 3 points. Thesis statement for a 5-paragraph essay, 3 points. Then your personal narrative is going to be about one event that happened in your life. You're going to talk about it. You're going to share sensory details. I'm going to be able to feel what was happening. As you build this story, you're going to start out with a little bit and you're going to build a climax. I'm going to get more and more interested. I'm going to wonder what's going on, and then you're going to resolve that by telling me what happened. Again, this is all your personal essay. This is your personal narrative. So you're telling me something I don't know because it's about you. And who knows you best? You do. All right. So let's see. Your essay needs to have at least 500 words. So again, I always laugh about this. Some people are like, why do you need 500 words? Why can't it be 400? Why can't it be 350? Because you need enough words in there so I can understand what you're trying to tell me. Just like each paragraph really needs 5 sentences. Why does it need 5 sentences? Well, you're going to have a topic sentence. You're going to give me some details. You need to give me good 3 examples of why you think that topic sentence, and then you're going to conclude it at the end. So you can see how I lay out the rubric. So the structure is going to be 40 points. That's a lot of points. So concentrate on your structure. Make sure you get that right. The narration requirements. Are you using sensory language? Are you using adverbs and adjectives? Those are just descriptor words. So I know what you're trying to tell me. Like if I was talking about today's temperature, I would talk about it was hot and it was steamy and it was dusty and the ground just seemed to wither up. Okay, so that's some detail. Without even seeing it, you can kind of start feeling what I'm talking about with how hot it was today. Or I might say, like, when I walked outside, my shirt was drenched in sweat, or I couldn't wait to jump in a cold pool because the weather was so hot. There's all kinds of ways to explain that, so make sure you're using adjectives and adverbs. Is dialogue used? Dialogue is just you talking. Did you use some of that? Can I visualize what happened? And are all your verbs past tense? Now, why are we saying that? Why do all my verbs have to be past tense? I don't get this. Well, think about it. This story happened in the past. That's right. So if it happened in the past, you need to use past tense verbs. This isn't a Back to the Future kind of movie. If it was, you could use future tense verbs, right? Or if it was happening right now, you could use present tense verbs. But this definitely happened in the past. Okay, your grammar. You can see all the things I'm looking for there. And the last part is your MLA formatting. Now, you've studied that already this semester, this 8 weeks. So make sure you use the things that I've shared right here in the rubric to get all your format right. Now, remember, you're not going to have a perfect paper the first time. But the way to have a perfect paper is to check off each of these boxes to make sure you've done this. And we'll talk more and more about the personal narrative. You still got a couple of days, maybe a week or so before it's due. But I will be sure to make sure that you know when it's due, before it's due, so you'll be ready. Remember, I'm here for your success. Your failure doesn't help me. I'm here to cheer you on, help you where you need help, and your success is what makes me happy. So let's get this done. Hang in there, guys.